Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Broken Sand Dollars. Double D and Katie here with you for number 17 in the charts, number 11 in the videos. And how was everybody's Christmas out there? I hope it was awesome. We would love to hear some stories from people. Remember, send them to brokensanddollars22@gmail.com.
I'd love to hear some Christmas stories.
I think that'd be pretty awesome if people sent some in.
Do all the Christmas traditions.
Well, yes, and the people that have been blasted by the snow. If you're out there, we would love to hear from you.
I would have loved to have a little snow.
It would have been nice.
Yeah.
I think we just had a lot of wind.
What'd you do for Christmas?
Oh, my Christmas was pretty fantastic. I smoked a lot of weed, I drank some vodka, and I played Magic with my nephew for quite a few hours.
That does sound like a good Christmas.
It
It's a good
was
day.
it was awesome. We loved it. Oh, and I got to listen to the mixtape my niece made me. My nephew brought over his tape.
I was gonna ask you, where'd you get a cassette tape player?
Luckily, they're both into retro, so he had the tape player. But now I have to get on Amazon and find me a tape player. It was awesome listening to an old mixtape
That is
of
pretty
new
cool.
stuff.
Very creative.
Very creative. I loved it. It was awesome. Yeah. And now, actually, even before that, we started working on a playlist on Spotify.
I've heard a lot of that playlist. It's pretty good.
It's pretty
I
good.
like it.
It's pretty good.
It's very like chill, mellow, sing along.
Yep, good rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. I love it. And actually, I need to add some more to it because she has me beat on songs right now.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I do listen to the same stuff over and
Right.
over again.
She's way more into listening to new music than you are.
Yeah, maybe I gotta turn my Pandora on a little bit more often
Yeah.
because it does just play.
It's hard though, because you just like, your favorites that you can already sing along to a lot of the time.
And I do liken, liken. I enjoy that same word. Look it up in Webster. It's liken.
That was Christmas Day.
That was a Christmas day, Christmas evening. I kept smoking pot, played more Magic. Yeah. Now we didn't really start until about 3:30.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So most of the day I just kept kicking back and watching Christmas stuff on
Did you
TV.
do presents on Christmas Day?
No. This is what's awesome about this also. A while back, me and my sister and my brother Dave, we made a pact that we're old enough now, we don't buy presents for each other anymore. And I'm pretty sure when we made that pact, Josh was like, can I join in on that?
Right.
So,
I'm like that across the board. I'm not a huge supporter of this requirement to buy presents. I like to buy presents, but
randomly throughout the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
But I
think
will.
that makes
I
it more
do.
special.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got the family. How
Yeah.
was your Christmas?
It was good. I was gonna cook on Christmas Eve, but I worked during the day, and then when I got off, like, So I called and got Chinese food, which apparently is a very big deal on Christmas Eve. Lots of people do this. It's like
Wow.
a tradition.
Nice.
Is it in that movie, The Christmas Story? They go to Chinese or something, right?
Oh my gosh, this is where I'm gonna be bad. I
I
spent
don't
so
even
long
know.
since I watched, I forgot.
Right. I think that's what happens. Maybe that's a different movie. I don't know.
I think you're right.
But
Let us know.
so I called and ordered, and they were slammed. Oh, I should give them a shout out. Chinese Village and all the other restaurants are open on Christmas Eve and Christmas for
Right on.
those of us that decide we are not cooking.
Which is a lot of the world now.
Yeah. Normally I love to cook. I just didn't have time.
Mm.
So we did Chinese food on Christmas Eve. Went and hung out with my dad. It was nice. And then Christmas Day we went to my mom's in the morning for breakfast. And then I pretty much I binge watched Wednesday
Nice.
while Kent played with his toys on the floor.
Nice.
And then my daughter came over and we had drinks and watched more Wednesday and
Right on.
some other movie. Oh,
I'm gonna have to binge watch it.
it was good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It's great. It was good. It was mellow. It was awesome.
Yeah, I also forgot to bring up how my sister kept our family tradition alive on Christmas Eve by cooking a homemade pot of chili. And my brother got a deer recently, so there was venison in it. My nephew made cornbread. Yeah, it was fantastic.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I ate it for 2 days straight. Yeah, it was awesome.
That's what I do with the Chinese food.
Anybody else out there got cool family traditions? Let us know. Remember, brokensanddollars22@gmail.com. I think that'd be pretty awesome too. Maybe get some recipes out of it. I often wonder how I'm not 500 pounds because I want to just constantly eat food.
Right.
Even though my last blood draw, my A1C, for people out there who know this stuff, I went from 7.3 to 5.9 in 3 months.
I didn't know. I assumed that was good.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And my cholesterol was really good, which amazes me since I eat tons of sausage patties.
Yeah, it's a balance though.
Yeah. It's a balance with making sure I keep taking my cholesterol medication. That really helps out a lot. One of the fun things about getting old.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this New Year's Eve coming up, I'm going to be having fun at the Porthole. We're going to have some good music. I heard the music lineup is pretty awesome right now. They've been practicing hard.
The band.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
A lineup sounds like it's more than one band.
Oh, yeah. No, playlist. Oh, there we go. Playlist.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds, from what I've heard, pretty awesome.
I'm sad because I will not be there.
Oh, but that's how you make the big bucks sometimes.
Yeah. I don't want to.
No. Well,
I don't even know, it's New Year's Eve.
I'll have a
I
drink.
might be home with the kids.
I'll have a drink for you, and I'll smoke a joint out in the parking lot for you.
I've only ever gone out for New Year's Eve a couple of times.
It's been a while since I've gone out, but
We always bang on pots and pans at home.
Nice. We got some,
Or work.
friends doing some music at the Porthole, and some other friends there, and other friends gonna be there, and I'm sure gonna make new friends.
I know, that's why I'm bummed I don't get to be there.
It's gonna be a good time. Pretty much anywhere where I'm at, it's a good time.
Yeah. Well, I'll just agree with you.
I'm always very biased about myself.
So instead of talking about our week, we were going to talk about our year.
Oh yeah, year in review. Well, this last year for me was my 50th year on this planet, and I wanted to have some fun with some events, and I did. The 4th of July event that was thrown, and hopefully going to be happening again this coming year. It was so much fun. The chaos of fireworks.
The fireworks were awesome.
Just always puts a big smile on my face. I just love watching that stuff go off. And this next one's going to be even better because it'll be a little bit more thought out, laid out.
It was much easier this year, than it was in years previous, as far as people didn't almost blow things up in their faces.
True. And there was a couple of ground explosions, but nothing bad.
It was an unorganized fusing.
Yep. And with some of the new fireworks I've been looking at online.
They're timed.
Well, they're timed, and the cakes from 200 grams to 500 grams, you can connect them together like a big old snake of cakes. So I'm thinking about definitely doing that. And a box of rockets, like anywhere between 10 to 20 rockets in a box. You light one fuse, and they just go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a Saturn missile on crack, or
yes.
on some sort of giant growth hormone. I don't know.
Crack and PCP. We'll put that, for you people who know.
PCP.
Oh, that's.
I don't think that meant.
Do they even do that anymore?
Yes. What is that? Is that, no, I think that's an 80s thing. Angel dust.
I think it was 70s.
I don't fucking know.
I shouldn't know.
I don't have
And I
any clue.
I don't. Yeah, no, that was awful stuff.
I was thinking more like,
Now
was it
crack,
HGH?
for all the children out there, don't do crack.
Well, don't do PCP either.
Well, yeah. Hey, I can only say bad so many things at one time.
None of the things that were just mentioned are things that should
Oh yeah,
be
no.
done.
Where did that go from the year review?
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so the fireworks, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And then the Halloween party that we had was...
It was fun. You were a stress basket for most of the night, but you loosened up eventually.
I was. I just wanted everything to go well and everybody have a good time, and everybody did.
I think so for the most part, yeah.
I think so.
The music was awesome.
The DJ?
We need more parties that involve dancing.
Yes.
Yes.
I got out there and I busted a move a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have been out there more, but I was having fun watching people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think people watching is one of my favorite pastime activities.
It was a good time. And so, yeah, the next one, 4th of July, but I always want to throw some kind of party in the spring.
We need a spring party. There's too much of a gap between Halloween and 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll think about it. We'll think.
Yeah. The one that
I guess we could just do a spring fling.
Oh, spring fling. I always go old school and think of an adult prom.
Ooh, adult 80s prom.
Oh, 80s. Now that would be cool. That's my era.
I know. I said that just for you because
that's
the only way I could think to get you excited about prom.
Yep. Big hair, all that good stuff. That would be some cool shit.
Any excuse to dance.
Yeah. But it'd have to be
I don't know how to make
dancing.
big hair. I'm gonna have to get help with that because I'm not from the 80s. Like, I mean, I lived there, but I was like a tiny child.
You have any bunk beds in your house?
Mm-hmm.
Hang from the top one, grab some hairspray, and when your hair's hanging like that,
I don't
spray.
think that's how it's done.
No? I didn't watch them, so
Yeah.
I was figuring they did that.
I do feel like there's a lot of like ratting.
Oh, okay, that I know what you're doing. Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, even in grade school, I wasn't cool, so
I gotta be very
the
careful.
other girls could, they all had high bangs, and my hair's always just been the same, just like down the street.
I remember my 8th grade, I think it was 8th grade graduation. I dressed up like Don Johnson. I wore an all white suit, pink shirt, black tie, and my buddy Donnie wore an all black suit,
It's an 80s
white shirt.
prom. I think you can break that out again.
I have to be very careful with that though. When I put on a suit, I am so good looking that
Yeah.
I really, I'll stop traffic. Yeah.
Where are you going to be going that you're in traffic?
I'll just have to create it. That'll be my
Watch
buzz.
out, ladies.
Watch out, ladies. But that would be fun.
Yeah, maybe.
People would have to put some time into that one, but
Yeah, we'll think about that.
if we don't do it this spring, maybe next spring. But this
Okay.
spring, if we do like you said, a small spring fling,
Mm-hmm.
that would be pretty cool. We did such a good job at the Lions Club. We'd have no problem getting that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I figure we did a good job. No one called me and said, "Hey, damn it, you guys really fucked this place up."
We had help, which was very nice.
Was
because
very nice.
It was definitely done
It was.
more thoroughly than if I had just done it.
Oh, when
Because I was tired.
you were tired, the help who showed up, thank you very much for that because it was an awful day outside.
Oh my gosh,
So
lifesaver.
He got soaked. And you got soaked. You guys were soaked. When I was in the dry watching you guys, it looked awful.
Right? You're like, God, guys, that must suck.
Yeah, it did.
Oh.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. So that was pretty much my year interview.
You had 3 things or 2 things.
But they were big things. They were big things. I mean, if we added it up financially, they were pretty big.
Yeah. Oh
And-
God, huge.
And I look forward to doing that, and like I said, even hopefully bigger. It's gonna be so much
No,
fun.
not bigger, just better.
Yeah, I think on the fireworks we had it too far spread apart. The initial beginning with the fountains and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
some on the right, some on the left. Nah, we just need a giant display of.
See, I'm the opposite. Like, I always think it's chaos and you can't see anything that's happening. That it needs to be a little bit more timed so you can see the.
Well, yeah, time to a certain things.
Right.
But if we can get 6 fountains going at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then shoot into, well, no, fuck, I don't know.
Well, it takes like a lot of planning and organizing before the beach.
I would like to get one of those igniter systems.
Right, but you still have to have it planned out before you go.
And that's why you're the smart one.
So it's always like, it's fine. We'll go to the beach. We'll just decide then. No, because it's chaos. Then you can't decide then because you don't remember what everything is. You have to know what you're doing ahead of time. That's how pyrotechnics is done.
Baby steps. And that has been every year since
Right.
last year.
Ah,
Well, no, last year, I mean, you and a bunch of others.
we fused it, but we had no real plan. We just unloaded it all and fused it together because nobody knew what did what.
No, because everything got taken out of their boxes and it was a mess.
It was a mess. It was supposed to be one way and it wasn't.
Yeah. But for
But-
12 and a half minutes of fury, it was pretty amazing.
It was cool.
Some
It
people
really
got some
was.
good videos
Yeah.
all around us. One of the more local parties,
Mm-hmm.
a couple bonfires down, got some great
They
views
did
of
because
it.
they were back a little further,
Yeah.
which was really nice.
I think that was probably one of the best videos.
I
What
think
I
it
see.
was the best one I saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one's on Facebook. Is that the one you posted on the website?
No, the one I posted on the website, which the cameraman did a great job, but when he was feeling cinematic and turning the camera sideways, well, then you had to kind of turn your head if you wanted to see it right side.
But it was good.
But other than that, it was awesome. It was awesome. Oh yeah, nope. Can't wait till next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be even a bigger crowd. So that one police officer that showed up at the beginning and bitched about the sign and the pile of
Oh,
fireworks.
geez. Yeah.
Now that won't happen again.
Because we'll be more organized and we'll hide the fireworks.
At least maybe put it in 2 small piles instead of one
2 small piles.
1 8-foot tall pile,
Mhm.
10 feet wide.
Well, you'll change the wording on our banner.
We love the police. Enjoy our fireworks show.
Right.
That's what they want to hear.
No, you can't call it a fireworks show.
No.
We're just casually lighting off fireworks here.
Now, there were a few of them watching our show to make sure,
That-
I'm sure we didn't blow up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they thought we were going to start a fire or something.
And for some of the things we were lighting off with,
We did great.
yeah,
No, it was good.
thousands of people around us enjoyed that show.
They did.
It'll be there again next year, people. Show up.
Well, and think about how much it was that you spent
Yeah.
on that and how much time and effort we all put into it.
Ugh.
And then think of that and all the stuff that was going on in the beach all the way down from
Oh, it was
Capelas to Ocean Shores.
crazy.
So much money.
Crazy.
Just,
It's got to at least be $1 million plus.
plus. Easily plus.
Yeah. And where we go, it's not quite as packed, but there's still a lot of people.
hmm I feel like where we go, there's more people with big fireworks shows.
Yes.
They go to get away from all the people doing their little stuff everywhere.
Yes. Yeah. The guy next to us, he had some pretty big stuff. I bought a lot of rockets that were just boom. I remember one time, I think it was at least 15 rockets. Oh, and just giant booms. Sounded like war was going on. Had some other good ones. We dug some holes and throw into. I didn't do shit. I just watched. I was like, hey,
He's
put
like,
that
we
there,
need
put
to hit
that there.
this.
And then from that, I was just like, yeah, I'm going to do dabs and watch. Yeah. But everyone else, thank you for all the help. Always.
Always.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, my urine review is pretty much like your urine review because I, did those things with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
Lots of it was like, I'm really looking forward to 2023. I feel like 2023 is going to be awesome.
Yep. Yes, it will be. I turned 51 at the end of January, so that's pretty much where I begin my year.
Right. I mean, technically, it's not your 50th year either. It was your 51st year, right?
If we're getting technical like that, but then that's when I get confused on things. So am I 52
Maybe.
in January? Or in January? Yeah.
No, I don't think
Where
so.
am I? I mean,
No, you're 51 according to our standard. But that means you've lived for 52 years.
do you really live if you don't remember?
Yeah.
I guess you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Another one of my brilliant questions of life. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
What's this dude's evening thing?
Oh, Dude's Evening. Okay, for all you pods out there, Dude's Evening.
What's a pod?
A pal of Dudesy. And I am, and I know she's still working on it. Or are you a total pal of Dudesy?
I'm not a total pal. I've only seen a handful of episodes.
Okay.
I find them interesting. I mostly find the perspective of one of the hosts very interesting. I'm sure you know which one. I don't know what their names are.
Chad Colchin.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one. I'm like,
Yeah,
he'd be an interesting man to have a conversation with.
He seems very smart. He seems like a good writer. He does actual other podcasts. I haven't checked him out because
I don't have time to watch a bunch of podcasts.
No, because
I wish I did. That'd be fun. Can I do that as a career? Probably not. You have experience for that.
No, we're working on it though with ours.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, subscribers, they're still coming in. They're still coming in.
Yeah.
And remember,
I mean, we could get there.
Oh, we will.
We'd have to remember what we're supposed to be talking about, and probably know something about it too.
Those do help during podcasts, but I think people also enjoy how we kind of just go off on a tangent.
Oh, you enjoy that. I enjoy that. I'm not sure if I would enjoy watching it, but I enjoy it while it's happening.
Well, we get more and more subscribers every week.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're the one that sees all that.
Yeah, I do keep to myself.
I don't really pay attention to
am
it.
I telling the truth or not?
Mostly no, ever.
What?
I'm just kidding. You're a pillar of honesty.
Oh, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly. Yeah. I couldn't even think anything after that. Okay, so.
Okay, Dude's Evening.
Dude's Evening. It's December 28th. It's in between Christmas and New Year's Eve. And, after everybody has spent time with their families and done all that stuff, well, Dude's Evening. Get together with your friends and have a good time. And if you watch Dudesy, the podcast, or listen to it, they explain the 8 parts of Dude's Evening. And it's pretty funny. I can't remember all 8 of them right now. Actually, I can only remember one out of the 8.
Perfect.
That's because I watched it. I watched it today, and
that's how my research goes too. Like I had all this information while I was reading it, and now it's gone. It's gone.
Yes, I should probably research a few days in advance and keep doing it.
Like studying.
I was never a good student.
I used to be a good student, but now I'm like crammed for time, and so I rush it, and then I'm like, oh, I have all this extra time. I should have probably slowed down.
Well, maybe one of these times, instead of us playing Magic, we should
you want us to give up our Magic time?
No, that'll never happen. So
Although that sounds weird too. Like our Magic time.
Oh my...
We mean the card game, just over here.
Yes, Magic the Gathering, the card game. Oh my God, okay. throws my mind off. So the 28th of December is a time to spend with friends and just have a good time. And that's Dude's Evening. And
That's one part.
oh yeah, well there's 7 other parts and I don't remember them. But
This is where we need the tech guy that looks that stuff up for us, or the guy over here that's like, oh, I'm researching that for you, and then I'm gonna whisper it in your ear.
well, we kind of threw out lunch and dinner to one person to see, but he's never answered back to us.
That has nothing to do with somebody that's gonna sit here while we do a podcast and
He's
research
obviously
things.
smarter than us.
Which is why he's not gonna waste his time just sitting there being our assistant that randomly looks shit up.
Okay, yeah, that is true. That is true.
No.
Okay, so celebrate it or not, Dude's Evening.
So it's Dude's Evening Eve today.
Yes, Dude's Evening Eve.
Was there anything special about that?
Well, their episode was today, kind of explaining the next 4 parts. Last episode explained the first 4 parts.
Okay.
And
we know 1, so go find the other 7.
Here's 2 of the other ones.
Oh, they just popped into your head.
Just popped into my head. Something that is good in your past and something that you hope to be good in your future. Oops.
Like you're supposed to talk about that with your friends?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep,
cool.
those are 2 of the things.
That's nice.
In the
I
first
like,
part.
I like that.
It sounds pretty good, and add another awesome holiday.
Gives you positive energy in the past
Oh,
and positive energy towards the future.
I think
can do
lots of
that.
people should celebrate Dude's Evening. And if you go check them out, remember Broken Sand Dollars, tell them we sent you.
I mean, I know 2 things about it. I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Makes me want to learn the other 6.
6.
You said you remembered 2 things.
No, well, the 2 things were, one is talk about something in your
I
past.
feel like that's like.
Another thing was
Were those
talk
2
about.
separate things?
They're 2 separate
Oh,
things.
cool.
Talk about something you hope to have good in your future, and then
The
today's 5th thing was the day of the fuckets.
What are the fuckets?
Everybody should at least have one day of the week of the fuckets.
Where they just fuck it. I'm just
I
gonna.
just fuck it. Yeah. I don't want to do this today. Fuck it. I'm gonna go to the beach and
Oh,
smoke
well.
a joint.
I feel like I succeed in that.
I hope everybody at least gets one day of that.
I don't know if I get a day every week, but I try.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't always happen. But when I do get a day where I'm just like, fuck it, it's nice.
Maybe-
It's
maybe
really
if-
nice.
Maybe if people can even squeeze out just a few hours of fuck it.
An hour, 15 minutes,
Yeah.
whatever you can carve out.
Whatever you can carve
I'm just
out.
not gonna do that right this second.
Yep. When you see something happen on your phone, just say, fuck it.
I'm gonna start small.
Push it away. Yep. Yeah,
Mhm.
start small. Except in that startingness, I would say at least have 1 drink.
Unless you don't
half a
drink, in
joint.
which case you could smoke pot. And if you don't do either of those things, you can just fuck
Take a
it. Like,
Xanax.
yeah.
Some people do that.
Yeah.
I would.
I still
Do
have
that.
never taken one.
Me either. So if anybody out there, no, I'm just kidding. Do not send them to us. Just kidding. No, wait, I wasn't supposed to say just kidding after that shit. Sometimes the stuff in my brain pops out of my mouth before I have a chance to close it.
Well, we haven't even talked about our topic.
No, yeah, we were going to work there in some messed up way, I guess. Baltic Sea anomaly. That's what we wanted to talk about from last week. And I looked up a couple of things. Your research was way better than mine.
Right, in which I wrote down bullet points and can't remember the details of them.
My bullet points were there was a Swedish treasure hunting team that on their sonars in 2011 sometime seen some weird thing on the seafloor quite a ways down, and the few times they've tried to get close to check it out, shit like stops working or
That's
batteries fade or
some sort of electromagnetic disruptance.
yep. Well, the sonar looks like it slid and then stopped. And if anybody knows what we're talking about, it looks like the Millennium Falcon to me.
Right. I've seen some pictures. It looks like it's something. I don't know if it looks like the Millennium Falcon exactly. It has like weird separations.
It's definitely not a natural rock formation. It can't be.
No, that part I think is ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
But that's what they do because it's not the only weird thing that's unexplained on the ocean floor.
No. There's tons of things.
Do you think it's an alien ship?
Yes.
I think it's an ancient formation. Like an ancient.
It could be. I mean, how long ago did seas rise? And the
I
stuff
mean,
that's above ground right now was
they,
built with such awesomeness that anything we have, this shit's gonna outlast.
the estimate is about 10,000 BC. Because all the like different cultures around the world, the Bible, whatever, and each culture and their ancient stories all kind of have the same worldwide flood story in their history at some point, all nearly the same time. I don't think anybody's tested anything down there, but there's a number of other weird anomalies that they date back that far. At least 7,000 BC, they think, for a number of those things. But I mean, what the fuck do we know? Like, that's just a guess. It's always just a guess. But it's weird that there's these things all over the world that are submerged underwater, things that look like they were man-made, using tools or techniques that we theoretically think that people didn't have back then.
Yeah, I don't think we give the people back then enough credit for their genius and their techniques of things. I always go back to the Great Pyramids and holy smokes.
Right.
It's been around for so long and we're still trying to figure out what the heck it was used for.
We don't understand energy.
Well,
I mean, we kind of understand energy. We understand how it moves, how it can be used, how it transfers, but we can't even scratch the surface of the things like people's brains can do or things people can do with sound. There was this one, I don't even remember. I wish I would write, if I even wrote down the note, I would lose the note so it wouldn't matter. But I read an article about a while ago about a guy who could cure cancer or could fight cancerous cells with sound, like certain frequencies that
resonate through the body.
Yeah. That's one theory with the pyramids, is that it was like moved with sound energy.
Yeah, and that what they thought were sarcophagus were just like battery chambers.
Well, I mean, they all kind of seem like they're built to draw power.
And
maybe
as many of them as there
pharaohs
are
thought
around
that
the world.
drawing that power would bring them back to life.
Yeah, and they're not just there. They're everywhere. They're underwater. They're in jungles. There's probably some we still haven't found.
Mm-hmm. And it's also interesting that they all have similar blueprints.
Yep.
But they're in very different cultures. So it's like they were influenced individually by a similar or same.
Well, and I don't know if you've heard about some of the caves in the Grand Canyon that were found a long time ago. That's supposedly on the inside. They found hieroglyphic, like Egyptian form wrote on the inside of those.
Dude, they have that, the Stonehenge thing of Lake Michigan. But anyway, there's these formations or whatever underneath Lake Michigan that resemble Stonehenge. I think that's the one that they found, like a carving of a mammoth on the blocks.
See, that shit's incredible.
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Also, all the crap they've been hiding from us, because there's no way that they just didn't know these things.
No, there's tons of stuff. I wish they would give us the confidence of knowing everything without saying, oh, no, you people as a species can't handle it.
Well, I mean, we really can't anymore.
Most
At one point, maybe
can.
we could have, but never mind. We're not going to go down this. We're not going down this road.
That could be a whole other podcast.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
There are lots of anomalies under the ocean.
I'm just thinking of how long have they been talking about the Bermuda?
Oh, yeah. And there's electromagnetic interference there a lot of the time, too.
Yep. I have multiple stories throughout my whole lifetime of people that started flying in one area and Next thing you know, boom, 20 minutes later, they're in a spot that should have took them 3 hours to get to.
Yeah, I don't
Or
know.
just the naval planes that disappeared.
I haven't researched the Bermuda Triangle a lot, but
Yeah,
I understand what you
those
mean.
things.
Yeah.
Another thing, well, maybe we should
Oh,
look
there's
into
that
this
city
one.
off of Cuba. There's some underwater thing there that's super, like a full city. I don't know. They thought it was something. Now I can't remember. See, what was it called?
No, see, that's why we need to get our scuba gear.
Right. But even the cultures there talk about an ancient island that used to exist. That was a magnificent city, and the island was swallowed by the ocean. And there's remnants of something that would match those stories there. But they don't really talk about it a lot. And then Atlantis, real or not real.
Oh, yeah, I got
That
some
would
thoughts
be
on that one.
somewhere between like Spain and Morocco, they think. So the Strait of Gibraltar
There's
is.
the one I seen recently, if anyone knows the Eye of the Sahara, it looks like ringed discs on the desert floor that they're saying might have been Atlantis after the sea
Sahara.
fell down.
Well, because some people think it's in the Mediterranean and some people think it's in the Atlantic.
Well, in some of these deserts, they're still finding sea fossils in.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, but it all confirms kind of like a worldwide flood theory. And then the Earth's waters just didn't recede all the way. Also, some people say that there used to be another continent, right, that was swallowed, and maybe that was Atlantis.
Possibly. And if anybody out there knows, maybe you know, what caused the Great Flood?
God was punishing the wicked.
Okay, so if anybody knows the real answer, remember to send it to brokensanddollars22@gmail.com.
That's what all the religious stories say.
I personally,
Okay,
I don't
then
know.
aliens decided to recycle their research projects because it didn't turn out the way they wanted it to, and
I
they
think
started over with a new version.
I think it was just a giant meteor, an asteroid.
Mm.
Oh,
You don't agree with the theory that we're just like a petri dish experiment by higher beings?
Yes, but then I have also thought in my head
like
that
an ant colony.
we are
super dysfunctional.
We are just the marbles of some child playing in a room.
That's the same thing.
We can go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah,
with
but we
this one.
shouldn't because.
We need to write that down for another episode.
But not next week, because next week we're talking about.
Next week we are going to be talking about mushrooms, the fun ones and the edible ones.
Well, they're all fun. Well, not all of them, but even the edible ones are fun.
Even the
because
edible
they're
ones,
delicious.
they are, and the Great Pacific Northwest is an abundance of mushrooms, and I've always thought of people
with mycelium.
Oh, which one?
We're blessed with mycelium. Is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Isn't that what mushrooms are?
Mycelium?
Isn't that what mushrooms are?
Oh, the scientific name for them. Sure.
Yeah. Now I'm not sure.
I have no clue. I am 100% blank on that one. All I know is I like mushrooms. They're delicious. And we have such an abundance here. It's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
People take the time. Holy smokes. You can have a pretty good life off the mushrooms out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. People do it.
Chanterelles, fleets, chicken of the woods, others. There went my knowledge right. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, we're going to talk about mushrooms next week, and we'll probably throw in some other ramblings, as always.
I would assume so.
Oh, well.
Because mushrooms connect us to some things.
They do.
Especially when you do the magic ones.
And it will be the new year then, and we will let everybody know who the $50 cash card winner is of everybody who is subscribed to the YouTube channel. Yeah. We're going to have a random drawing on that, so.
Live for us.
Live for us, yes. Yes. So stay tuned for that, and good luck out there.
Have a happy New Year.
Yep. Happy New Year. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.